Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Chris Adams. Chris Adams is a subsidiary or branch of the niche perfume house of Nabeel. House of Nabeel is one of the best perfume houses from United Arab Emirates, from Middle East. They've been around for more than 50 years and they have very high quality perfumes in their portfolio, especially for the price. This line, Chris Adams, for the longest time I was ignoring them because I didn't know they belonged to Nabeel. I thought this going to be a knockoff, cheap smelling, very basically non-interesting perfumes. I was wrong. This brand is very good, at least for the first impression, and for this particular perfume, which is first from the brand Chris Adams, and this one is in particular called Life Time, is EDP 80 ml. United Kingdom you can find it under £30. For that price, this is a bargain. It smells gorgeous, it smells very good quality, especially for the price. It smells like a high-end niche, high-end designer perfume, which is inspired by one of the high-end designer perfume, which is the house of Chanel and Chanel Homme Sport Eau Extrême. That one retails for £150. This one is under £30. Sometimes you can find it even under £20. So you do the math. It's very good. Is it as good as Chanel Homme Sport Eau Extrême? Obviously not, because that one is a high-end designer, and this is, you know, it's a very affordable, it's very reasonably priced, it's very accessible branch of House of Nabeel, this brand Chris Adams. So yes, it's not as, you know, full-bodied and great, you know, in terms of quality, but it's not far off. It's not like this one doesn't smell anything, or very cheap, or very nasty, chemical, alcohol, none of those. Doesn't smell chemical, doesn't smell alcohol. When he opens up, goes straight to the perfume, and the perfume in here is very well blended, it's very well put together, it smells very good, especially for the price. So as I said, this is very similar to, although this one is a little bit more floral, because this one's got a big orange blossom and big jasmine in here. It makes it a hint more floral than Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. My goodness me, why they put so many names on their bottles, I don't know. The French and their names. So this one, yeah, it's very close. I would say around 75 to 85% similar to that perfume, Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême, but this one is a little bit more floral. So most of the way is there, you know, when you smell them, because when I smell it straight away took me to that perfume. But don't go and buy this perfume and think, oh, this is not 100%. Obviously it's not 100%. It's not a one-to-one. It's not a copy. I'm not sure if it's inspired by that one, but they smell very similar genre, smell very similar perfumery, similar category of perfumes altogether. So if you like that one, you love this, especially for a price. If you don't like that one for some strange reason, because that one is very popular, that perfume is been very popular since it came out, I think about 15 years ago, and sometimes it's hard to find. I'm talking about Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. Sometimes it's very hard to find, sometimes, not all the time. So this one is more accessible and more affordable, and you can easily buy it in the United Kingdom. Just Google it if you're interested, it will come up. So first thing first, presentation very nice, especially for a price, although it's a little bit on the juvenile side in terms of perfumery, but it's okay, it's different, it's something quite unique. So I like it, it's okay, it's not a bad thing. In terms of longevity, this one went easily over 6 hours on my skin. On t-shirts and materials goes easily over 8 hours. Don't forget, with the Middle Eastern brands, usually majority of them, if you leave them in the bottle for a few weeks, they macerate, they become even full bodier, they become even better performer. This one, I'm suspecting, is going to be a better performer in the future. Something about it, it tells me that, because on t-shirt, actually, when I woke up next day, it was still strongly there. So I think this one, when you macerate and maturate, you will get stronger and also more longevity, plus better bodied and full bodied and things like that. But for now, on my skin went easily over 6 hours. On t-shirt goes easily over 8 hours. And in terms of projection, an arm length of projection for around an hour and a half to 2 hours, let's say 2 hours, and after that slowly subside. But you always have a good bubble, good cloud, and a good trail behind you. I went with 10 sprays of it, and that was ample enough for me to smell it all day. But if you want people to smell you from the other side of the road, probably you need to go a little bit more, maybe up to 12 to 14 sprays of it, maybe 7 on the skin, 7 on t-shirt, and then you're good to go. So the smell very similar to Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extrême. So if you know that one, probably you're not far off. Very, very similar to this one, so you know what it smells like. If you don't know, this is, but when it opens up with a big citrus, bergamot, lemon, and mandarin orange together, giving a very, very zesty, very citrusy feel, plus very bright, very happy, very captivating. Overall, this perfume is very, very crowd pleasing, is very people's pleaser. It probably will garner your attention, garner you some compliments as well. The DNA of this fragrance is in a way that it won't offend anybody, and majority of people will like it unless they don't like this kind of fragrances. So for that, this is very, very easy going. So it opens up with those, let me read you the ingredients, and this is according to Fragrantica. So Italian lemon, bergamot, lavender, and mandarin orange. Yes, I'm getting those zestiness from the juiciness of the citruses, the lemon, the bergamot, and the mandarin orange. Especially the mandarin orange is quite prominent in here, and the lavender giving it a very, very aromatic feel. And the lavender in here is very clean, so it's a clean lavender. Overall, this fragrance is quite clean. I would say I'll classify this fragrance as fresh to semi-fresh, and also quite clean. And this one is aromatic, citrusy, spicy fragrance. There is watery aspect to this fragrance, which is a little bit of fresh water aspect to it. Hint of saltiness, not too much, just a very smidgen amount. And the orange blossom and jasmine in here are by far the biggest player in the mid. They just dominate. After the lavender, these two are dominant, and that makes them a little bit on the floral and also white floral side of things. The base got musk, sandalwood, praline, and patchouli. The praline here adds to the sweetness of those sweet orange mandarin, and also the bergamot and the zestiness of the lemon, and also it gives it a little bit of that shall we say, like a resin feel to it. So it's resinous, it's a little bit dusty, a little bit powdery, and also a little bit on the waxy side of things. Just a hint of waxiness in here, which is coming from praline. The musk in here is there and is undertone everything, and it's quite clean, so it's a clean musk. And the sandalwood, see the sandalwood combination in the base, which making it quite woody, especially dry down, it gets a little bit woodier. And the patchouli here giving it a little bit of depth and complexity, plus a little bit of chocolatey feel to it overall, but it's not a huge player, it's mainly a supportive role in here. So overall, a great fragrance, very aromatic, very zesty, very juicy, very quite fruity and spicy, fresh spicy, dusty, little bit powdery and sweet. Overall, from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, this is around 6 to 7 when it opens up. So it's not hugely sweet, but it is ample enough for this fragrance. And also it's quite musky and it's quite woody and it's watery. So all these things making it very, very appealing and very easygoing fragrance overall. So if you like a citrusy, this is very juicy and citrusy, very aromatic, which is coming from the lavender, quite floral, which is coming from the orange blossom and the jasmine, and the base is quite woody and watery. The wateriness of it is quite apparent, but it's not a huge player again. And overall it's quite fresh, spicy, and a little bit of depth of spiciness to it. I'm smelling some cinnamon, nutmeg in here as well, a little bit of that fresh like a ginger feel to it as well. It's like a ginger, fresh ginger to it as well, which making it a little bit of fresh spiciness as well. So overall, highly recommend it, especially for a price. This is a great fragrance. If you like those kind of fragrances, this is one of the best out there in terms of the value for money. If you can find it under £20, this is a bargain. Unless you don't like this kind of fragrances, it doesn't, then it's just a different story. I would say this is unisex, although it's aimed for men. It says Pour Homme on it, and it's aimed for men, and it's a little bit of masculinity in here, but it's not hugely masculine. It's a very metrosexual fragrance, so if you're a lady and you like this kind of fragrances, you can easily wear it. If you and also in terms of age, from 18 to 180, anybody can wear it. In terms of season, all year round, but especially for the warmer weather, this is a bit suited better for warmer weather. And also in terms of occasion, this is quite opulent, but in the same time it's quite easygoing, and also not super complicated. So you can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal. You can wear it for a wedding, you can wear it for a work and gym, no problem at all. Very, very versatile. Okay guys, that was the update for this beautiful perfume from the brand Chris Adams, which is a subsidiary of niche perfume house of Nabeel, which is one of my favorite houses from United Arab Emirates. I think Nabeel is #1 my favorite from the Middle Eastern brands, and yeah, I highly recommend it for majority of people. This is a very easygoing, very one of those dumb reach as we call it. In the same time, it's got a nice feeling, a nice complication, and there's a little bit of sophistication to it as well. Okay guys, if you have it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So there are true handmade perfumes just for the lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives a huge personality. Very big, very bold, very long lasting, and they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, very sophisticated, very, very high-end niche-like fragrances, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. Also, there are many other reviews reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you are interested. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.